Hi, welcome to Action Not Included, episode 9. Again, we're playing on the hardest difficulty with all the sliders set to maximum. And also no teleporters and no care packages. Let's start playing. And I think last time we talked, is it running? There we go. I was interested in making a refrigerated kitchen over here. But to do that, I want to definitely have some ceramic piled up. So hopefully they'll operate the ceramic. I'm going to crank this up to level 8. Let's just get the ceramic made. So for this kitchen, or for the refrigeration unit, I need ceramic. I need a little bit of steel, not much, and I think I've already generated a few handfuls of it. Let's make a couple more. Looks like I'm short on lime to do that. Oh, what do we got here? It looks like there might be a bleach stone around here. Off-gassing. Oh, what's all? There's looks like polluted water over there? That's not good. Oh, some bleach stones. Let's sweep that up. I think I saw one over here. Nope. Oh boy, it's buried. Okay, well, let's get some... I'm not going to worry about that bleach stone. It's a kind of a fool's errand. Okay, so they're going to work on that. I also need some hydrogen gas and some steel. Hydrogen gas I think I can grab from here. I could take it directly out of this pipe. Maybe I will scoop some out of here. And then any leftovers I will send down. I'll sweep it up out of here and then send some over to where I need it in the refrigeration unit. And some will come over here to this hydrogen burner. What is with this polluted water? Okay, let's try to mop that up. Maybe that just came in from this other biome over here. But I do not like it, and it's going to drown some plants if I'm not careful. So while they're working on that, let's see. I thought I saw, yeah, there's a dartle here that does not belong here. Let's relocate him out to here. And this, definitely need to analyze that. Finish analyzing that so I can cap it up and stop generating carbon dioxide. Hopefully these things are going to be running continuously. Let's clear all the new. Amber, I don't need to track that anymore, I guess. Algae, I don't think I'm at worry about tracking that. Bleachstone I might need. So I wanted to track steel and ceramic for now. Ceramic is a raw mineral. 1,000, I probably need about 6 of that. And steel is an industrial or manufactured. Okay. So I definitely need some more steel. Alright, I think I can crank up the speed a little bit. And it occurred to me, I think the fish disappeared. There was fish here. Now they're gone. I thought these guys... I thought there was some reason that they would not eat all the fish until fish had laid eggs or something like that. So I might have lost all my pacus. That would be very sad. Because I would like at least 1 or 2 pacus down here eventually to make more polluted dirt. But if I'm out of pacus, well, that's, I guess that's the breaks. Is there a research I should be doing? I don't think I need to do research right now. Oh, you know what? It can't hurt, though. The gas range I can use for these fruits. And if I get any more of these fronds. Oh, people are going to get stressed running through all this garbage, polluted water. Is it too much? I can't even sweep it. There's too much? That's not good. Yuck. Is there something I can do? How much polluted water? 100. Yeah, that's a... It must have been a whole... There must have been a whole square of polluted water that came down. So I don't want... I like to have this made of brine, my water lock, not polluted water, but maybe I have to let the polluted water drain down to get rid of it. I don't know, maybe I can mop it up over here? Maybe just dig it deeper? You know, this is a lot of work just to clean up some polluted water. I just don't want polluted water off-gassing in here or making... it's just going to make a mess. Yuck. Alright. What's going on? I just saw some alarm come up. Yeah, polluted water. I know about it. So, to make this refrigeration unit, I want to be able to, like, operate a kitchen, to be scooping food out of the kitchen, supplying the kitchen with resources with an auto feeder, and similarly send the food up here to this into this refrigerator there. So to do that, I'm definitely going to need... Where's my shipping? An auto sweeper. Right about here. That should be able to reach into there. For now, I'm going to have to put some of these out here. Alright, let's think about what I'm going to build this. Do I want to make it... I don't think I have nearly enough insulated tile to build it. A ceramic, so maybe I'll try to go with... Oh, look at all this fossil! Mafic rock? I think that... I thought mafic rock makes a pretty good insulator, but I don't seem to have any mafic rock. Maybe I'll dig some up. Alright, anything here? If I... Again, a great operator I would take. Nope. Let's see, this thing. Fossil to lime. Yeah, you know what? Let's make that a 7 or so that I get some of that work done as well. Mafic rock. There should be tons of it around. Let's see the overlay. It's a mineral. Fossils are red. Mafic rock is this whitish stuff. It's only up there at the surface. I thought there'd be more of it. Like just around here. Oh, here's a ton of it. Alright, it appears to be... Oh, and there's some way up here, but that's in the zone I can't get to. Alright, let's see if I can dig some of this up. A little nervous about this stuff breaking out. I can see a asteroid hitting and busting it open. But this might be enough to make my refrigeration unit. Food is looking really good. Definitely have a surplus of food at the moment. I could even probably cut back on some of these plants. But if I add a new dupe, that'll start... A new dupe will be 2,000 per day. That might start a downward trajectory. Or if I get it refrigerated, that would also help resolve things. Okay. Insulated tile. Now I've got some mafic rock. There we go. So I'm going to have... Let's see how this works. All right. Is that too high? Okay. I haven't planned this out too thoroughly. Let me bring it down a step. We could do the same thing a little bit lower. Like that. So the idea is I'm going to have two pockets here. This will be the pocket for fresh or for edible food. This will be a pocket for food ingredients. I'm going to divide them with a metal tile. It doesn't matter what metal I use, so perhaps I'll just use nickel. And it'll be insulated. And I'm going to need to be able to ship stuff in and out of each, so alright, let's drop off stuff in both. I'm going to need to cool it down, and the way I can cool it down, I have to cool it down to -20 to get deep freeze, and the only way I can get it down to -20 deep freeze, I've never actually had supercoolant, but without going to supercoolant, I'm going to use air, hydrogen, cool down really low, and that will cool this place off. So let's see. So something like this. What's the utility? Or a thermal regulator. And I guess I'll make it out of gold. And then I'm going to circulate hydrogen around here. Which reminds me, here's where my hydrogen gas is. Let's get a ventilation going. Throw a gas filter up here. Power it. And let's get a pipe going. Of just hydrogen. Whoops. Something like that. I don't need that much hydrogen. I only need a few squares of it. But once I get it over here, then I will, when I've got what I need, I'll send the rest back and pump it into these hydrogen generators. Alright, how are we doing with this mess? Still a mess, I see. Do I clean it up? I do want to clean this up. Let's deconstruct that. And then I'll try to let it drain down a little bit more so I can mop it up. Here must be some, oh, that's okay for the, I do want bleach stones in here, because if this gets enough carbon, enough chlorine, these megafrons will grow and leave me some oh, I could put a tile in here to, it's melted, but if I put a tile in here, the brine will flow down into this. Let me get a way to scoop this up. I might have to put a little pump in there to pump the brine out. You know what? I could pump this brine out too as well. Or I could just drop it all straight down into this. I don't know. Okay, how are we doing? Ceramic. I've got plenty of ceramic. Just got a little bit of steel. You know, at this point, maybe I should do this outline in ceramic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I need about 20 ceramic at 400 each. 8,000. You know what? I'm going to do that. Let's cancel this and switch to ceramic. Sorry about that, Maverick Rock. Let's deconstruct that. Let's try making this out of ceramic. Okay, so the concept, ventilation. Oh, and I also need ceramic for the pipes here. I'm going to pump it this way. Once it's out to here, I'm going to switch to radiant pipes made of steel, because that transmits cooling a lot. And then I'll come back up, and I'll come back. At which point it'll be ceramic again. And then I have to have some overflow in case this machine's not running. So I'm just going to circulate hydrogen gas around here in a little tiny loop. Let me see if I can find some little drips of water. Regular H2O water. Here we got some drips. So let me mop these up. Or I can mop these up here. That would also be fine. How are we doing? Unknown. Okay, well, we're chugging along. Food's still going up. Okay, I do have a surplus of food. I'm going to remove a few of these plants just so I'm not letting food go to waste. Okay, this one I can dig up. I don't even see a plant here. Is there a plant there? There is a mimica bud. No, let's get rid of a mimica bud. Let's get rid of this one. Yeah, I'm just going to cut down a little bit on the number of plants we got here. You know, I'm out of mimicas. Maybe I should not have gotten rid of that mimica bud. Sorry, let's go back. Put the mimica back in here. And let's make this a mimica bud also. And for a little bit, let's not make toasted mimlets. Oh, and this is going to need some power source. What are we doing for power? So this 1200. I wonder if I might need another power source up here also, because this is going to be a draw. 240. How are we doing? 2000. Potential load only 555. So this middle one is not using much power. So this can be the power source that we use. Oh, maybe this down here will be the power source for the refrigeration unit. Okay, those ceramic tiles are coming along. And this thing is going to get very hot, so I'm going to have to have a way to cool it. So at some point I'm going to probably be drawing water out of here, circulating it around through that, just to keep this from overheating. All right, so I'm going to take these waters. Let's relocate it to there. Let's relocate this water. Did I map some other ones? I thought I mapped some water here. Maybe they're grabbing the water and using it in the supercomputer. All right. We've got... Oh, so this is already switched over. We're starting to get some oxygen out of here. So let's just cut this pipe. I don't need any more. We'll call it good at that. So we're done with that for now. So I've got pure hydrogen coming over. That's going to make its way into this circuit. Let's check the circuit again. So this one I want also to be cool. I want this to be a radiant steel pipe here. And this pipe up here I want to be ceramic. That. Okay. So I'll have a whole little cooling circuit circulating around here. And I need to control that with automation. Thermosensor. Do I have a thermosensor? Why am I not seeing thermosensor? Oh, there's thermosensor. So I have a thermosensor and an automation wire running over here to control this thing. Okay, do I have a operating dupe? This dupe, 7 tiding's not terrible. Handy's not terrible, but I'm not seeing the good old operator that I really would like to add to my colony. How are we doing with this mess? Messy. Okay. So I'm going to dig this out a little deeper, and maybe I can mop some of this polluted water up. Looks like it's going to let me. There's a liquid pump. Okay. Oh, the other thing. Someday I was working on this is that I wanted to move these 2 devices up into this area back here. So let's go copy. Let's make it out of gold so it does good with heat. Get a desalinator. Oops, copy that over here. I don't know if I need insulated. So for now I'm just going to use regular. Oops. It's going to come down and over. And so this is going to be clean water coming out of this thing. So let's see the clean water. I'm going to have the littlest tiny backlog of a reservoir here. And after it goes through the reservoir, let's have it come out. Bridge over here. And go into the machinery. So clean water. Dirty water is going to come in. It's either going to be pollution removed, salt removed, and then fed into this machine. So I'll be done with those 2 shortly. In which case, plumbing or power. Heavy watt wire. Let's get these onto the main power line. Like that. What was this power? What was this thing doing over here? The smart battery. Do I have that automating something? Oh yeah, that's running these the peat burners. Which reminds me, there's a bleach stone. Let's sweep that up. There should be another one in here somewhere. Nope. Sometimes it's hard to line up to find them. You know what, let's go ahead and sweep all this up as a low priority. I'm going to make a priority 3 sweep just to get this when they get around to it. Alright, how are we doing over here on the refrigerator? Still waiting. Priorities. So, on the mechatronic guy, his building's got to be up. Okay, for a short time, let's let somebody else do the operator so you get this stuff built. Okay, we got to build those. And I have to make sure that there are ways to get in there with shipping. With conveyor rails. So let's have conveyor rails coming straight down out of there. And I'm going to have to feed them from something. Not sure where those are going to be yet. Alright, did they put some water in here? Yes, I see a little water. Let's empty that. And I don't see water in there. So I need to find some other little bits of water that I can steal. Well, I could spill this down, make a giant mess, and that'll leave me with some leftover waters to wipe up. Here's a little water to wipe up. Okay, so this... pretty good. Still have an airtight seal. And a bunch of junky water there. This could be low priority. It's very cold, but let's bring it up. Oh, what's going on? Is something melting? Okay. It's kind of just busy work over here. But I'll try pumping stuff into here just to clean up this mess, and maybe I can take care of the last of this bit as well. This is going to melt. This brine I could put a regular block under there and let it flow out. How are we doing here? Did this got finished? Okay, so let's sweep up this with a high priority. Get everything out of there. Including, let's make sure we have a place to put the data banks. I don't know if they're going to go in there, or if not, let's make sure data banks can go in here. It's an industrial ingredient. Let's get them out of there. You know, while we're at it, let's put other stuff can get thrown over here too while we're at it. But then I want to seal this up so we're not worrying about crap in there anymore. Brine ice. Let's cancel sweeping that. Nothing I can do about that, really. The water disappeared. I thought I put some water in there. Empty it. It might be so small that it's not forcing the... There might be like carbon dioxide in there and it's not forcing it out. I might have to run a water pipe and just drip a little bit into there. The reason I'm putting water is there because I want it to like force all the air out so there's no air in there at all. And the way I do that is by freezing a little drip of water. Which maybe I'll just run a pipe up there. I'm not sure what's going to be the fastest. Yeah, they're doing something with water. Every time I wipe up water, it disappears. You know, I can do this. It's a little bit wasteful. But I can drip some water in like this. Okay, let's get water and enable auto bottle. And I want to keep my Bionic because I don't want to put like 200. I just want them to put like a kilogram in there. Just the bare minimum. Okay, let's cancel that. Deconstruct that. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. Water. Enable auto bottle. Wait a minute, I'm going to sweep that. I don't even need auto bottle. I'll just sweep that into here. Okay, dump it. Okay, and let's cancel. Let's deconstruct that. So, have I got conveyor rails are built? Let me just check. Conveyor rails are built. Water's in there. I think it's time for me to cover this up and seal it. Believe it or not, I'm going to cover this with metal tiles also. Because I want this all to stay really, really cold. And I'm going to have to take these. I want to wait because I don't want stuff to fall in here. I want this just to be kind of pure. Where's my plumbing? And I'm going to dump this last little bit of water. I'm just going to let it pour into this. You know what? I don't even need to build that. Let's cancel that. I'll just empty this once this tile is built. Someone gonna get stuck? Nope. Okay. Let's dig that out. I'm going to empty this water. And then those like 100 kilograms or whatever are going to spill in here. Have a little water at the bottom will help to manage the temperature. Food is decayed, yep. How are we doing? So, no more this does have, you know what? Let me change the power line. There will come a day when I will have, the good power lines. So I want to make sure that I start with good power lines right now so that later on I'm not having to break into this. It's going to be nice and sealed shut, and I don't want to have to break into that to release new wires. Although it's really not that much harm to break into it. Let's sweep this stuff up. The hydro sensor. For right now, it's only going to be green if it's above 100 Celsius. It's not going to run. I'm just leaving it shut off for now. Alright, let's get the gas bridge to really get this flowing. Again, let's sweep everything up in here. This be a high priority. I just want to get this job done. Oh yeah, there we dumped the water out. There we go. A little water in there, doesn't cause any harm. Let's get some more ceramic. Are they done making ceramics? Is that what's going on? I want to make sure I'm still making ceramics for a little while. Oh, that's over here. Oh, no clay. Okay, well that's a bummer. Let's see. A rancher, a chef that has... Oh. Okay, nice. Close, but no cigar here. Let's reject them all. Okay, so this... Let me see. So we've got... I'm just gonna... We've got hydrogen flowing. So when I turn this on, this will start cooling off pretty radically. Unfortunately, I ran out of ceramic to finish this job because I don't have any clay, because apparently there's not enough polluted air getting cleaned up. Maybe I can clean up a little more over here. Is there any other big pockets of polluted oxygen that need to be cleaned up? Not that I'm aware of. Oh, luckily I had wire already over here, so let's, whoops, scoop that up. Alright, bring this down, and over and in. I'll get that cleaned up. Plumbing. I think I'm going to stop sending this water this way for a little bit. Is that right? No, this water gets stopped sending there. If there's any polluted water... You know what? I don't need these devices anymore. Let's delete that. Let's deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. That'll recover some metal. Deconstruct that. Yes, clay would be nice. Oh, there's some polluted air. That'll generate a little clay for me. Never would have occurred to me that clay would be a stumbling block. Here's a lot of polluted air. Can I get up there? Do I care to get up there? Can't hurt. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit. Oh, do I see? Is this a fish? What is that? Oh, it's a knit larva. Darn it. I'm just wondering. I think I lost all my pacus, which is too bad. There was some up here bouncing around. But I believe, yep, it looks like all the pacus have deceased. Oh, that's really too bad. Oh, is there... No. Okay. Awaiting filtration medium. Yep, that's fine. You know, for the short term, I could just cap this off with Mafic rock. Oh, no, I need to put something in here. That was the other thing. So I've got this. I need to put a liquid in there, a medium to measure a temperature that will be cool up to negative, below negative 20. And normally I would use hydrogen, or not hydrogen, petroleum. But I don't have petroleum. However, this thing is making phyto oil, and I think phyto oil gives me a temperature of negative 33. So as long as I don't go down to negative 33, I'm fine. Let's get some plumbing. And run a little phyto oil. Do I want to do that? You know what? Let's cancel this. I wonder if there's a way I can just get a little tiny scoop of it out. Maybe I can spill out a drop or two. I'll just spill it out and then carry it up there. Okay. Oh, he's trapped. All right. I'll spill a little bit on here, mop it up, and then carry it up there and drop it off. That'll be faster than building a pipe all the way up. Food? Oh, food went down a little bit. Oh, because this guy probably died and got turned into meat. That's probably why I had that big surplus. All right, how are we doing? Liquid vent. Gonna go slow here for a moment because it's gonna start pumping. There we go. 1, 2, that should be plenty. 20 kilograms of phyto oil. Let's deconstruct this. And let's mop that up. And then that phyto oil, I'm going to pile it up in here so that it makes a little puddle inside there. Then I will turn that on and we will be in business. Let's get another one of these. Made of gold. Over here. So the trick is, this can only see finished food. This can only see raw ingredients. And I am going to lose these natural plants. What's going on? Oh, it's, is that chlorine? What's up here? Polluted oxygen. It's not working. Oh, because it doesn't have filter. Am I out of sand? Is that the problem? Maybe that's my problem if I'm out of sand. Is there other things that are saying they need more filtration material? No. Well, that's got polluted dirt I can sweep up. They should be manually... Oh, I bet you it's not manual set. Sweep only, allow manual use. That way they can carry polluted dirt and send it in there. Meanwhile, let's get our phyto oil. And we'll relocate that up to here. And, you know, I don't know when they did this update, but I like these relocate. Now I can set it to priority 9 so somebody will actually get working on that pretty quickly. Let's get a conveyor loader operating. Put that over here. I want it to be out of reach of this. Oops. Might as well go with the good conductive metal while we're at it. Is this made of gold? Yep, that's made of gold too. Alright, phyto oil is there. Let's empty it at a high priority. Getting close to being done. You know what? I will want to get some plumbing. Not that I'm using yet, but at some point I'm going to have a cooling loop that I have to cool this thing off. So I just want to set this up so that it's ready for when the time comes. I can run a cooling loop through here. Okay, phyto oil. Let's get some insulated tile. Still light on ceramic. So let's use mafic rock. Like that. Seal that up and seal this up. Okay, let's crank the speed up again. Sorry I went so slow for so long. I actually didn't realize it was still going that slow. Alright, what do we got here? Is this getting emptied out? No power. No, they just didn't get around to building that, but they will soon. Yeah, I wonder, these things might be to eating all my mimica, so maybe I will plant another mimica if I get a chance here. Oh, 18 buds. There's a lot of mimica buds there. Let's get another mimica there. And then, oh, that's probably why this is going down. Let's toast them. So I can probably do with a few less sweat corns. More food is decaying. Yep, that's one of the things I want to resolve is that decaying food issue. So this is circulating. That's nice. Okay, let's start thinking about getting this stuff piped back. Oh, why is there what's going on with the water here? Oh, the water supply ran out. It does not like something. Okay. Let's keep pumping this out. And I need that pumping so it'll get some more. So I just gotta have to start getting water out of here. And eventually this cold water. Let's get a little, you know what? I want to make as much iron as I can. I mean steel. So let's just go like forever for now. That's going to be a hot commodity. But maybe this leftover super hot. How hot is this water? Polluted water, 44 degrees is not that hot. So that polluted water can come out of this device and feed into here. Oops, no, not into there. From now on, this water has got to be fed into this machine. That way. We are no longer taking water from outside. It's going to go make sure it gets cleaned up. And then in here. Oh, what's going on? We got... What is all this crap? Oh, did it feed the wrong kind of water? They must have gotten some of the wrong kind of water and made a mess. Yeah, it damaged this stuff. Okay, let's sweep that up. And where's our plumbing? So, let me look at this. Let's run this plumbing vertically and into here so that I can get another bottle drainer right about there. You know what? I think it's okay. Yeah, that'll also be for salt water or stuff. That's also fine if you've got leftover little bits of brine also, or salt water. Put that through this. Okay. We don't have air coming into the base, so this is a priority. Let's get that pumping so we get water pumped through here, clean it up, and get that running. How are we doing here? This looks like it's set to go once I turn it on. So now I'm going to say if it's above negative 22, let's go ahead and operate. So this is going to run. So if I look at this hydrogen is 30. It's going to just get colder and colder until it gets down to negative 25. Meanwhile, this device itself is getting hotter and hotter. What's its temperature? How can I see the temperature of this thing? 40. So that's kind of getting hot. If that gets too much hotter, I might have to start running a cooling loop into there. And once it gets below 0, this water should freeze. At which point I will throw the water in just a little bin. How are we doing? Still not running yet. No nickel ore. Okay. Let's dig me some nickel. Ranching and cooking. A rancher with green thumb. That's good husbandry. I just don't know that I'm going to be ranching that much. Maybe later I'll get to that. A builder that with super hard digging. This is, oh, decreased salaries. Decreased calories. You know, I'm going to just keep waiting for a really good operator. Someday I'll get one. Wonder why they're not delivering to these, what's the errand here? Life support. Is no one on life support? Chef Max does life support. And you know what? Who else can do life support? Otto, you were kind of a mystery person. Or Lyra. Both you guys can do life support. How about that? Alright, let's disallow attacking except for somebody who's actually skilled at it. More food decaying. Oh, this has turned to ice. So let's change this to liquefiable. Let's put ice there. So it's going to scoop the ice out of there. This one, oh, I put it out of reach. That's too bad. Can I put ice? You know what? I hate to do it, but I gotta build another one of these. There, it just melted all the ice out. Okay. Mop it up. That's fine. Let's put another one here. And now, here's the important part. Where's my automation? Okay. So, I'm really out of nickel ore. Alright, I'm going to start using iron ore. Whoops. I'm going to deliver some iron ore to both those spots. and I will do sweep only. I'm going to put a little drop of bleach stone. So I'll have a little bit of chlorine gas in each of those. That'll purify any food poisoning germs or any other germs that get on the food. So my refrigeration unit will be deep freeze in a sterile and antimicrobial atmosphere. Oh boy, but I need nickel. What happened to this plant? Did it die? I don't remember digging that up. But got a little more nickel here. You know, I could have saved these plants to maybe do another park, nature reserve, but maybe I'll have to forgo that. All right. You know, let's dig that up. Let's go. I want to get that little bit of nickel. Dig out this nickel. Oh, is this not powered? Why is... oh no, it's just not... no conveyor receptacle. Wonder what happened to all my metal. Did they have to use it to repair? No, that's made of gold. I had nickel at one point. Oh, looks like they're cleaning up this. They're finally getting around to that area. Alright, we're pumping that out. That's good. How's the ventilation going? Okay, I'm going to send it back. And I'm going to send it over and down into here. There we go. You know what? Do I want to do it that way? Could send it over. Oops. Whoops. Over here. That way it's all coming in the same direction. Okay. Water's going good. How's this doing? Let's get ice in here. This is almost operating. Let's get those built. Let's keep mopping. Oh, making a bigger mess. More water in there than I had expected, I guess. This water level dropped quite a bit. I'm about to release this water, let it flow down into this pool. Okay, so bleach stone, high priority. Let's allow manual use and see if somebody's going to deliver some. Mecha Hassan, is somebody delivering something? All right, storing materials. Let's throw, yep, okay, there we go. So we got some, and that was going to be sweep only. Okay, so we got bleach stone in there. I don't want to scoop it out of there. That's the issue. So I guess if it's sweep only, it's fine, because I'm not going to set that to sweep. However, I want to ship, and now I want to make sure I get bleach stone in the other little pocket. Alright, let me think about this. And I'm going to need another one of these conveyor loaders where I can put raw ingredients. Maybe somewhere that's not too far out of the way. Like right over here. Down here. One, two, three, four. So this should definitely be out of reach. Maybe I'll go over here. So raw ingredients will go in here. Let's crank this up to 9 again. No pending delivery, so I've got to find some more bleach stone that I can deliver. Or some bleach stone laying out somewhere that I don't care about, or that I want to sweep up. Looks like they got most of it swept up. Right, let's sweep up one of these chunks of bleach stone from that building. Oh, that's right. Is this done? That's done. Let's seal this up. Sealed up, never to be worried about again. These dartles better get the heck out of there or I will be unhappy with them. Let's get one of it built. Okay. Oh, you fool. Okay. I'm going to relocate some of these guys up to here just to get them out of the way. Let's get them all out of there. Let's get out of that room. Oh, another one. They're all. Why do they have to go in where I'm doing my building? I swear they're doing it just to drive me crazy. This one's going to make a mad dash in there. Yep, sure enough. He's running back to get back into this room as quickly as he can, I bet. Okay. Micromanaging. Come on, Dartle, get out of there. Are they out? Oh, they got him. Okay, so now I don't care about these guys. Let's cancel and relocate. You give me a hard enough time. We're done with it. Okay, so this is good to seal off. Eventually the carbon dioxide will go down. Eventually that'll start generating chlorine gas, and these guys will start... The pressure will drop enough that they'll start working. Meanwhile, did another chlorine get dropped? No, I did not see another. No pending deliveries. We need a bleach stone. Right, sweep that up. A lot of polluted oxygen in there. Be nice to get that cleaned up. You know what? I think might be good Let's break this open. And I'll put a pump there, and as long as it's not chlorine, let's just pump everything out. Anything that's not chlorine, we'll pump it out. That way this place will fill up with chlorine. And all those, these things can all get back to work. You know, do I want to go like that? Let's just go straight down. Like this. Straight down. Something like that. Oops. Oh, this looks like some more brine. Okay. How are we doing? Okay, so now I've got chlorine in both of those. So this now is going to be for any food consumable. And this will be for any raw ingredient. Okay. So we're going to start moving this stuff around. Oh, why did this get up? Well, I guess it must have picked up the bleach stone and shoved it over there, which I can live with. Let's deconstruct that. Let's limit this to 5 kilograms. And eventually this should start pulling stuff out of there and throwing it in here. This will be for edible. Let's just go with veggie poppers, toasted mimlet for now. Maybe frost buns also. So the food comes in, gets thrown up there. And I want to have all these, you know what, let's sweep up this whole kitchen area. A lot of these waters doesn't know what to do with them. Let's just dump waters in here also. An operator, suit wearing, decorating. Decrease, he's close, he's close. Alright, so I'm gonna want the grill. I've got this whole range, so I want to have the grill, the smoker, all that stuff within range here. So that these devices can see it and use it. You know, while we're at it, let's make this wire. Oh, interesting that I've got different colored wires, but let's get this conductive wire all the way across. Because later, once I've got these cooking devices built underneath here, it's going to be hard to get up there. High stress, Builder Higby. Uh-oh, what's going on? Probably people are running through like water too much. The chef, Higby. Okay, he's cooling off. I think it's almost... The mimolets are coming up. Oh, the mimolets are going to the wrong spot. Oh, is that toasted mimolette? Yeah, toasted mimolette can go up in there. Regular mimolette. Oh, there's no power here. And this should be allowing for manual operation. And it's not sweep only. Anytime they see those raw ingredients, throw them in here so that they get refrigerated. And that's going to be kind of a high priority. Let's give it a priority 8. Toasted mimolette. Oh, wait. So this is priority 4. And this we'll call priority 3. I don't want them to... They're picking it up out of here and delivering it there. That's not what I want to have happen. I want them to eat it. So, yep, run it up there. But no more of that. This has to be a lower priority. Okay, let's copy, or let's see, how far does this reach? I don't know where they stand. Is it like 1, 2, the third one over? So I think they stand in the middle. So if I were to make these 3 spots will be for the grill, then this should start immediately after the grill. Let's go ahead and make that out of gold. Let's get that finished. How are we doing here? Still drained down. Okay. There's no power up there. This is a lower priority. I'm just going to eventually want to start pumping this polluted air and stuff out of there. Oh, where's the deodorizer? Let's get a deodorizer over here. Oops. All right, so let's say I'm going to dig these out as well. Whoops, that's a little too much. Automation. Where's that sensor for what the air is? I do not see the air sensor. Let's see about research. I want to say, once you find chlorine in the air, stop pumping out. That's what the plan is. So maybe I have to research that. Oh, this can't work because I don't have that extra, I don't have material study running right now. Where's the air sensor? I thought I would have had that already. Oh, it's over here. I didn't do any of these. Okay, let's get some of the research. Okay, copy these settings over to here. Copy settings. And then delete that. I'm gonna assume we're done with these, and I will move this grill over. So then this thing can be feeding fresh ingredients into the equipment and pulling it out and throwing it into the loader, which will dump it and into the like the holding pan place. Veggie poppers, let's sweep that up. Okay, the figs are coming up here. I still see some water spill out. Oh, they cleaned up a lot of the polluted air. Let's delete some more of this just to make sure all this polluted oxygen gets cleaned up. Toasted mimlet. Why is there a sign like it doesn't know what to do with it? Because this probably is not... Can they not reach that? Sweep it. Oh, there's something else behind there that it doesn't know what to do with it. Okay, let's copy this over to here. Gas element sensor. Okay. Let's get our gas element sensor. And when you see chlorine here, that's our signal that we're all done. But otherwise, we're just going to pump it all out and let this become more chlorine and less polluted oxygen in there. I might spill that out too at some point. Pipe is blocked. So something else is pumping water up. Oh, this might have just gotten some polluted water or something. Or maybe it came from the steel. How are we doing in steel? 925. We're getting a lot of steel now. That's not too shabby. No gas output. Okay, got more pipes than I need here. Alright, but this kitchen area should be just about done. Let's copy the settings over and remove this. So now they will get food delivered automatically from the deep freeze, which should be sterile. Sterile atmosphere deep freeze. Yeah, so it's not, food will not rot anymore. And it'll deliver just enough for them to eat up to here. But meanwhile, it's all being saved in here in a deep freeze, sterile atmosphere, so it's no longer rotting. So that should actually increase our food because I won't have to worry about food going bad anymore at all. So let's see, he's cooking. Let's watch closely. When he's done cooking, yep, scooped it up, put it away. And the mimlet goes into there, and it got fresh new mimlet. Threw it in the grill. That is beautiful. It's a work of art is what I'm calling it. All right, I'm going to call it for the session. Oops, I didn't finish making that little gold wiring up there. I don't know if they can reach it. But I'm going to call it for the day. Thank you for watching. I've got the refrigeration unit set up and should be operating pretty well. Let's check the temperatures. Yep. Hot in there. Deep freeze here. Insulated. All in all, I think things are looking good. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.